And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy, he is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold.
Chris Weidman is an outstanding wrestler, a multiple-time All-American with a great chin, knockout power, and a sensational submission game.
So, Joe, we have arrived at our final order of business, the UFC middleweight championship fight, as the champ makes his walk to the octagon, brimming with confidence. And why not, given the way his last title defense went? We'll see if he can come through with another one here tonight against a challenger and #1 contender many believe right now could be the best guy in the world.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Weidman is 15 years the elder. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 36 wins, 18 losses. He stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Baldwin, New York, presenting the challenger, Chris Weidman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 5 losses. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Seja.
All right, this is for the championship. You can give me your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
I am very fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming. The fans have been anticipating this for a long time, and it is gonna go down right now.
Here we go. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion, and what a fight it was for... Oh! Big right hand.
That's it. It's
That'll do it.
Beautiful knockout.
While some people wondered at times if this fighter would ever make his way to the main card, well, here he is, and rightfully so. He was at the photo shoot earlier this week. He's on the poster for the first time. This is a fighter who deserved his spot on the marquee. Now he has it, Joe Rogan. Let's see what he can do with it.
Let's take a look at that again. And here we see it again. Ba-boom!
And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than that on the biggest of stages. A knockout win to lead as the middleweight king.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 20 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
And still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after the knockout tonight in his title defense. And that's got to feel pretty good. There were a lot of people backing the #1 contender coming in here tonight, but he certainly muted all of that noise and then some. The celebration is on in the corner. Congratulations to the reigning, defending, still undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Darling, I see that you're dangerous. You got a lot of dues for a racing. I stay true to the statements. We should go wild and enjoy the acquaintance. Wanna give you the keys to the cars that I don't have when I built you a Ford. Take any charge that they give you in court. Do anything just to feel the law. Jesus, they charge. She got a bump that defies all laws. I can reach within 18 yards. Type of candy that don't dissolve. Jesus, take charge. All her contacts filled with stars. I'ma take her to this club, but she got danger to us all. Danger, we going out. Me and you, just a party or two right now. Danger, we going out. Me and you gonna make this spot shut down.
See you with a tender spender. Tell me what you want with a bot. Looking like a sip of a lot of mama, keep it like I hit it up. I'm lava, danger, the hips of a stranger. See you through your gonna make you rearrange. Put you on it, then and you about to pay for this behavior. I heard lethal, mommy's he say Jesucristo, she a freak, yo. Let it rub my while I stroke his ego. Dije, ay, que rico, then I bounce finito.
Danger, we going out. Me and you, just a party or two right now. Danger, we going out. Me and you gonna make this spot shut down. Yeah, often impressed with women who engage in essence. Her vibe is so relentless, I give it not back cause I got the message. Now we slowly dancing, whisper in the air, why you so enchanting? Grabs me by the waist, replies I'm attracted to cool and handsome.
And coming up next, our main event, a matchup for the UFC middleweight division title.
Sway while visa follow policies. Always give a game every time she me. Shoot blanks, but you gotta
Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy, he is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight.
So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge today.
The champion headed to the cage right now is in the groove. He is in his prime right now. His training for this bout has been perfect. He believes he has a solid game plan, and he's ready to step in here and retain his title. He is well prepared for this contest.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Rockhold is 15 years the elder. The reach is identical. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding professional record of 60 wins, 21 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California. Presenting the challenger, Luke Rockhold. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Seja.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
This has been one of the most highly anticipated matchups for a long time. And ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in, because it's about to go down right now.
Here we go. So he won the championship fight the last time by vicious knockout. So you can expect not just a bigger gate tonight, more pay-per-view buys. This guy's Twitter following has really soared on the strength of what he was able to do in a championship setting his last time out. So he's not putting any undue pressure on himself to get the finish here tonight. But if his last performance is any indication, we could be looking at something special yet again here tonight. Oh, there's that patented heavy leg kick. Straight right hand now, just misses. Overhand punch to the head, blocked though by Rockhold.
Tagged him. He's feinting with the punch.
Straight right, he misses. Rockhold gets caught with that punch. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. And both guys really throwing with authority. Timely defense there, huge block for him. Rockhold gets the takedown. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet, very nice. Well, if you're gonna leave your body that wide open, you're gonna pay the price, and he certainly did there as his opponent lands flush to the midsection.
Nice leg kick, very quickly done.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Oh, we got tagged!
Oh, looked like it did stun him a little bit.
And he's trying to pass.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Rockhold. next there.
He's looking to pass. Nice sweep. He's going for the rear naked. That choke looks locked up tight. Now he's pretty deep. Oh, that's nasty. He might be forced to tap. This choke is getting tighter and tighter. Stunning. Stunning, and he really made it look easy. He got the choke for the tap.
Well, yeah, Joe, he told us during fight week he's been working dutifully on his submission game, and he was going to look for an opening here tonight. Safe to say he found one. Near perfect setup on the choke. It was sunk in deep, and his opponent had no choice but to tap out or go to sleep.
And here we can see it again. That's a real tight choke here. And here we see it again. Beautiful submission victory.
All right, so there's the man they're all chasing at 185 pounds, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, and the celebration is on after the big submission win here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 15 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out and new UFC middleweight champion of the world,
All right, so a major result here tonight as we continue to digest it. A submission win by the #1 contender, and he is now the new UFC middleweight champion. A tough night for the incumbent, an amazing night for the challenger, and he is celebrating the result in his corner right now. Congratulations are in order to the undisputed new king at 185 pounds.
Only got 41 seconds as a given kid. Every second bitch I gotta use it. Sorry, but it's fluid and I can't get a microphone and I make up lose it. And I make jump in the back. She in the back of the truck, little mommy wanna and she really wanna finish with it, then we go in the back of the club and we do this shit again, man. Pronto, the beat it like a bongo, banging on the like a name Alonzo. Head game crazy to make it a head honcho. Man, cause I took his bitch and now we thinking macho. Somebody that they call a conceal before we went up inside of that little condo. Put them in the box in the cargo. Cargo? Shut it down, fake bitch. Throw a bottle and you shut it mouth. Come and follow, then you stand up on the couch. Let us swallow. No, we in the house. He's cool.
1031, that's what my zip is. Lip in hot Ireland, up in the trenches. Won't throw a bodega like I ain't got riches. Won't throw a bodega like I ain't got. Come on. Don't do it for the haters, I do it for the bitches. My flow, I kill rap. Y'all nowadays a sweet ass. Soon as you get famous, they wanna ass kiss. Only thing that I'm missing is whole verse. I get the feeling they want the offer. Come King Castle, Hood, Poker. Got a question to ask you, do you know Fern? Do you know that I come from where the toast burn? New York, on 1/4. All hungry ham up on the corner. Beef hastily, they never sober. Went from being in the streets to run a culture. I never been at the weed, but I had hoes, bruh. Who that chicken with the clothes, bruh? I finna kill it with the flow, bruh. I'm the best in the game with the flow, bruh. In New York, I mainly rock to Magnolia. I love the East, but shout out to every coast, bruh. South to North, and even West Coast, bruh.
Black and like I'm fresh about retirement. My flow still monumental, mental. Couldn't ride an instrumental, but they dick. I set the standards for requirements, so called the firemen. Just me, myself, and now the world is mine. I put the eye in his pockets too clean. His diamonds like tear. His skin too clear. His bitch gon' stare. So mind your business. How they find the time for money? Mine. I find these college chicks for top of college lips. Oh my, oh my. Running like you want it. Running like it's stolen. Running like I'm going. Running pitch it like I'm bowling. In my city, gangs running in the city. Load a semi for the chitty bang. Flocko, Fergie, Frenchie with the biddies. Hit up Remy for the pretty gang.
Lately I feel like a Beatle. I'm Paulie McCartney, just rocking Moschino, Moscato, or Pinot. I got some bitches that hop in the Regal, phenomenal. I'm more Ali than Muhammad. My noodles was ramen. Go Google my diamonds. I got some shooters in college. I feel like a coach. I'm recruiting to sign them. Look, I still be moving in silence. I'm balling in blue like I'm hooping in Dallas. Bitch, I don't play for no Mavericks. You need to think who gon' pay for your casket. Ignorant bastard, but I'm still conscious enough to give hope to the masses. Watch the coke do gymnastics. Dominique Dawes just pouring my car when I'm mashing. Chain busting it down. Wrist busting it down. Yo, bitch busting it down. Rap game now. I could be a jeweler, neck like Slick the ruler. comedy. Talking fast like Bone Thugs and Harmony. KRS-One, Big L flow. Son of a gun with the mother low.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Well, you know, this fighter, as he makes the walk tonight, is going to be looking to lean on the speed and the footwork in this particular matchup. Got to keep the hands high, right? You got to stick and move and get the head off the center line, given the power that's coming back. But I'm just not sure that the opponent can match the quickness. Exceptionally fast on the feet, very good at using angles to set up his offensive attacks, and very sound defensively as well. So has the reach advantage, figures to be able to use it here tonight. This is one slick striker with which to contend.
This guy has some of the best defense I've ever seen inside the octagon, and they say that defense is the best offense.
Well, when we talk about sound defensive fighters, that conversation oftentimes begins with Dominic Cruz, but I'm going to enter this guy in the discussion because he sticks and moves with the best of them, gets the head off the center line, uses footwork and movement and defense to set up his own offense, and he stays so relaxed in there, Joe, because his defense is that sound and uses that defensive movement to create offensive angles. Very, very smart, sound defensive fighter who uses that to his advantage and figures to do that again tonight.
This guy has one-punch knockout power, and when a fighter has that kind of ability, it's always a big advantage.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds of the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 52 wins, 20 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Temecula, California, Smiling Sam. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 31 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Cyclops. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, your referee.
You ready? You ready?
So much MMA history has been made inside this venue, from Pride to the UFC, and we are underway from the world famous.
Good right hand on the top. His heart. Oh! Vicious. That's it. That's it. Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit. Those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight.
And here we see it one more time. Look at the timing in this shot. Boom.
And there he is, all smiles. What a huge knockout he turned in here tonight. That is one they'll be talking about for some time. We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 21 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout.
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight.
You have to eat the dream. You have to sleep the dream. dream. You have to dream the dream. You gotta touch. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream. The dream.
Yeah. Any weapon formed against us shall not prosper. Young started with oozing noodles, now we eating lobster. As I walk through the valley with my ladder and flex, I'm the realest in it, I just happened to rap. When they all thought we was finished, they was laughing at that. So I went and bought me a dawn and flipped the head to the back. New drag, new whips on the way now. That's your bitch on the way now. Mama told me if you fall, never stay down. Stand up, I can never lay down. Wins and losses, he come with being bosses. Shoot him in his head if he crosses. Take that shit to trial at the Fed, making offers. 500,000, lawyers say we looking awesome. Swat that patty for them cups, take them off us. Little bitch, call me little fish. Try to turn my lights out, I'm still lit. Streets calling and they say they want some real shit. Young boy looking like he hit a real lick. I got too many foreigns, man, this shit getting boring. $500,000 last week, you would've thought I was torn. Try to count me out, I guess they thought I was normal. They ain't know I was different. I like Lil' be my witness, cause we're now them dishes in my grandmama kitchen. Get a pigeon, do the vision, break it down on my their opinions. Why would I listen? They ain't see the vision when I had a foreign vision. No, I ain't see them bitches, so I'ma fall on them. Back to city, let it fall on them. And all my niggas stay down with me. No, I'll be there if they call on me. Yeah, my bad family, he made it home in the street. Even my mama know how I'm rocking, I go on them streets. Got 40, keep it on me, we rollin' 32 deep. Bulletproof, everything, just let me know if it's beat. We bring the wall, I just wanna shine like my road. Put in all this time that ain't up. Made it to a 9 that we lit. Dropping 62 that we carry out. Pushing the bar straight through the trenches.
All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight. Well, this guy's wrestling is really high level. He's got the collegiate credentials to prove it, and even when the opponent knows what's coming, hard to stuff that shot. Gotta figure it'll be takedowns in bunches out of him tonight.
This guy has some of the best throws I have ever seen in all my years of commentating. His timing, his delivery, and the power in which he delivers these techniques is beautiful to watch.
Well, it's a rare skill for a fighter to be able to stand in the pocket and avoid taking significant damage. But if you've watched the film on this young fighter, that's exactly what he's able to do. He frustrates and exhausts his opponents, and he stays pretty relaxed because he's so defensively sound. He uses movement and defense to set up his offense. Consummate sticker and mover. He gets his head off of the center line, and even when you think you have him in a compromising position, more often than not, he's able to swivel that head and get out of harm's way.
This fighter has an iron jaw. I have seen him take shots on the chin and not be affected. Shots that would knock a lesser man completely unconscious.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a grappler, holding a professional record of 4 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, Bass. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 32 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Cyclops. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
So Mario Yamasaki, the veteran, draws the opening assignment here. So much MMA history has been made inside this venue, from Pride to the UFC, and we are underway from the world-famous Saitama. Wow! Oh!
Oh, this fight's close to being stopped. Oh, he's out!
Unbelievable!
Beautiful KO for the victory early in the first.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
Check out this angle here. Ba-boom!
Well, what a moment for this fighter here tonight. A massive knockout on the sport's biggest stage. Seminal moment for that fighter tonight. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 23 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout.
So just the way he drew it up here tonight, what a monumental moment and knockout to get his hand raised here tonight. He kept the judges out of it. He has certainly set himself up for a major opportunity here moving forward. But you can be sure tonight is about this knockout. He'll be celebrating deep into the night with his friends, his family, his coaches. Congratulations on a big KO tonight.
Town, let it sound, started on the stage, now we in the crowd. Yeah, was with the hype though. Told me that your record was the greatest, but you lied though. Told me they consider you a god, yeah, well I don't. Say you never live until you find something to die for. Yeah, and then it's so true. Forget the haters, remember people you're close to. Now I'm doing things they told me I ain't supposed to. They treat me like a player, that's funny, I'm here to coach you. Go back to the bench, now where you belong. Say that you've been practicing, well maybe you should do it more. Say that you the boss, yeah, well who did you employ? All these sucky rappers, I don't listen to them, so annoyed. I'm on 100. Yeah, I said I'm on 100 right now, hey. We on 100. Yeah, I said we on 100 right now, hey. I'm on 100. Yeah, I said I'm on 100 right now, hey. We on 100. Yeah, I said we on 100 right now, hey. Yeah, you should've left us on a high note. Different city, different time zones. You had me open up for your tour. I leave it looking like it's my show. The fans begging for the encore. Yeah, and what you know about selling merchandise right out your house? I got 40 boxes in my living room on the couch. Yeah, me and my girl about to ship them out. Oh Lord. Yeah, I thought I told them last record. I'm out here grinding on a mad level. Always on 100, they don't understand the mad hustle. Nah, but that's what happens when the fans love you, I know. Yeah, I ain't the norm, but I like it though. About to move the family out to Nashville. Sleeping on the floor, got new curtains in the bedroom. Hang up the sheets, yeah, that's the way that I roll. Yeah, I think the money about to change me. That type of talking got me angry, yeah. A lot of people trying to play me. Me and the fan base looking like the A-team. How you telling people that we family? Hold up. Yeah, when you ain't even mad at me. That's the type of thing that made us sad me. Yeah, that's the type of thing that may have sad me. I'm on 100. Yeah, I said I'm on 100 right now, hey. We on 100. Yeah, I said we on 100 right now, hey. I'm on 100. Yeah, I said I'm on 100 right now, hey. We on 100. Yeah, I said we on 100 right now, hey. I'm on 100. Yeah, I said I'm on 100 right now.
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight.
As he steps towards this cage, he understands this is one of the biggest moments in his life, the biggest moment in his career. He is looking to take this title, and he believes his time is now. His preparation has gone perfectly. He is in outstanding shape. He has a great game plan and a great camp, and he believes that he will emerge the new champion of the world tonight after this fight. The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Till they gun me down. Little kids in the streets gotta come in the house. When the shots ring, even cops pause.
Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Rockhold is 16 years the elder. The reach is identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 33 wins, 6 losses. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Cyclops. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 63 wins, 23 losses. He stands 63 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Santa Cruz, California, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Luke Rockhold.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. UFC middleweight championship is on the line. All right, ready to go for round one, and it's hard not to harken back to his last. Oh!
That's it.
He's unbelievable.
Beautiful strike here to end the fight early in the first.
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout, near-perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous, and again, when you catch a guy early, maybe you're getting him cold before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit. Those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight.
Great angle here. Ba-boom!
And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than that on the biggest of stages. A knockout win to lead as the middleweight king.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata calls a stop to this contest at 22 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
So Some UFC history tonight as we crown a new UFC champion. Congratulations to fighter and team. And man, are they going to enjoy this one. A lot of people not giving them a chance coming in here tonight. And this is a moment that at times people just thought we wouldn't see. New champion here tonight. The longtime incumbent is out. There is a new sheriff in town in this division, and it is going to take a big performance to dethrone the new champion of this weight class.
Yeah, homie G, the code MC, rolling deep to your vicinity. I just had an epiphany, I don't know what it hit to me, but I'm hoping the devil doesn't get into me. Still a beast boost, it is me, spin up the off the chain with a brand new delivery. Try to get in my brain, feeling the rage, just sit in my brain, and then I blast you to smithereens. Please, I'll be damned if I'm thrown on the back burner. Maniac purge in a rap server, the cat burglar who be committed mass murder. That's word up to G.O.D., the game from the P.O.D. Begging they plead on me, so be no peace, the D.O.G. I feed on beats. Wanna die, they can lean on me. No bill with us. You P, I done built it up. You wishing you was on the field with us. I'm the ill, no deal, look at me grilled. With me, then I will erupt. Still, we must remain calm. Late palm in my dang palm. I'm a dark villain like Blaze Spawn, an Akon with a cape on. It ain't fun, you can't run. This is a horror flick your life is based on. I ain't gonna say that I'm running shit. That's the shit every rapper saying think about. Just go on and look at the bank account. I just don't have enough patience to take it out. This hate now, I don't suffer from the paper drought. Always win is my favorite route. My whole life I just lay it out. Being around me's a blessing, so boy, you should take a bow. Look, I'm about to make this bitch jump. Watch me, take a look, watch me. Shut shit down, watch me. I'm about to make this bitch jump. Watch me, check me out, watch me. Bitch, I'm kicking through the dirt. Let's go. 818, HOP, bet on me. You gon' see it. Ain't no thing, but I'm on. Bitch, I'm kicking through the dirt. Yeah, 818, HOP, bet on me. Prodigy, when I hit the track, but I'm gone. Coming up, said he can't go far. Cut through like a relay go-kart. Give it to you like a B-Day postcard. Killing shit with my DJ Romar. You know you made it when it claimed you overrated. Flow was slang, cultivated way back in the golden ages. Now I got hoes from here to Copenhagen like, man, you don't even know where that's at. Back, cause I'm a class act, the Mad Max. Mental hazmat, looking for a jackass to spaz at. I'm turning you to my lab rats. Hashtag you in. And I don't piece with a nut and a bow screwed in. Don't care what code you in. I'm A-wall like I'm Deep Trump's new plan. I be giving you some more action, more thrashing, more passion, more throw slashing. Hitting you harder than a collision with a semi. The windshield busting and you don't pass it. I'm the maniac, no addict, nomadic, toe tagging. Oh, that's my dick, you should I don't really give a fuck about your feelings. You can cry me a river cause I'm a dog and you know that shit. Clearly there's a devil on my shoulder with an angel, but they don't go back and forth. We are all in agreement in knowing just what I am rapping for. Just horse, give me asking Lord. That's all I'm asking, Lord. I can fit the women inside of my black Accord and we can speed through the night. Let's crash, of course.
Hey everyone, I'm Megan O'Leary, and here's what you need to know for your UFC Minute. In mixed martial arts, if you're not evolving, you're losing. So, in an effort to make sure he continues on the right path to the top of the middleweight division, this fighter announced this week that in order to keep building his skill set, he was packing his bags and leaving the gym where he got his start. That's it for today. Stay tuned for your next UFC Minute, and I'll see you at the fights.
All right, coming up next, this highly anticipated matchup for the UFC middleweight division title. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender. For a long time, this man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold.
Kelvin Gastelum shocked the world when he was the underdog, but yet defeated the dangerous Uriah Hall to win the Ultimate Fighter in a weight class one step above his natural weight of 170 pounds.
So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge today.
The champion is in focus. He is in his prime. He's making his way towards the cage. His training for this camp has been absolutely spectacular. He believes he has a solid game plan, and his mentality coming into this fight is clear and focused.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, some differences in height and reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out arena in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 50 wins, 17 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Yuma, Arizona, USA, presenting the challenger, Kelvin Gastelum. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Cyclops.
UFC belts on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back.
All right, here we go. I am fired up for this fight. It's been a long time coming, and they're finally going to get after it.
Are you ready? You ready?
All right, here we go. UFC middleweight championship fight. This should be good. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion, and what a fight it was for him his last time out, winning the belt by vicious knockout. We're expecting massive pay-per-view buys here tonight because when you turn it... Oh, he's got him hurt here.
Oh, look at this! Who saw that coming?
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Back up to his feet. Body kick, look at that.
Well, the right hand has been there at times. How about that shoot? And both guys really throwing with authority.
Oh, nice right hand. He hurt him. He's stunned. He's in trouble. He's putting his hands down on the thighs. He's looking to pass. And Kelvin on top now.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. We cross the midpoint in round 1.
Slightly deflected.
And just misses with that big right hand. Ooh, straight punch. That'll work, Joe.
That kick from the southpaw position. He loves that left to the body.
Oh!
Vicious punch combinations here.
Just over 2 minutes to go in what has been a furious round 1.
Oh, very nice.
And he connects there.
Oh,
Man.
Perfectly placed strike to end the fight.
Well, Joe, you knew if he landed that weapon repeatedly, it could be a short night for his opponent, but that was just one perfectly placed strike that his opponent candidly didn't even see coming. It landed flush, and the rest, as they say, is history. Big knockout win for him here tonight.
Let's take a look at it again from a different angle. Look at the power in this right hand as it lands. Picture perfect for the knockout. And here we see it one more time. Look at the timing in this shot. I mean, just stiff.
And there is the UFC middleweight champion. Hard to be much more impressive than that on the biggest of stages. A knockout win to leave as the middleweight king.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 5 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
And still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after the knockout tonight in his title defense. And that's got to feel pretty good. There were a lot of people backing the #1 contender coming in here tonight, but he certainly muted all of that noise and then some. The celebration is on in the corner. Congratulations to the reigning, defending, still undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.